Welcome to another edition of Mark's Inspiration. Glad you could join me today. Smash that like button, subscribe. We got a video coming out every day. Almost didn't make it today. I was dragging. My body was tired because I worked out twice the day before yesterday and I worked my butt off yesterday, or 2 days ago. Anyway, I'm here and I'm going to work as soon as I finish this, my other work, which I really enjoy. So today's topic is Nofap. Porn and Nofap. That's what they call it now. We used to call it whacking off. Okay, whatever. Call it whatever you like. Masturbation. It seems to be a big issue with the young people today because they have unlimited access to whatever kind of pornography you'd like to watch, which I did when I was younger. So anyway, I'm going to speak on that today, the benefits of not doing it and the benefits of doing it, if there are benefits of doing it. So here we go. I found this article on Healthline. Let's use that as a guide. And if you're fapping, stop it right now. Wait till I'm finished here. All right. Nofap benefits, real or overhyped? Well, let's just see what they have to say. Okay, Nofap started on Reddit in 2011 during an online convo between folks who'd given up masturbation. The term Nofap, now a trademark name in business, came from the word fap, which is internet lingo for the sound of jerking off. You know, fap, fap, fap. Okay. What started as a casual discussion is now a website and organization that promotes quitting not just masturbation, but also porn and other sexual behaviors. The target audience appears to be predominantly straight men, with smaller pockets of women and LGBTQIA plus folks. We have a name for everything now, don't we? Okay, I don't know what all that is. I kind of know the first part, but whatever. I'm sure most of you know. Proponents argue that adopting the Nofap lifestyle offers a range of benefits, from mental clarity to muscle growth. But is there any truth behind these claims? Well, I don't think there's any scientific, scientific evidence behind it. But, you know, it's all subjective experiences. But I tend to believe that most things in life are subjective until they objectify themselves in the outer world. If you do it and you believe it benefits you, then it benefits you. Do you need scientific proof? And if you don't do it and you fap every day and you feel like that works for you, maybe that works for you. Everybody's different. Your belief system is what is important. I do believe it drains you, though, if you excessively do it. That's been my experience, okay? And I was not as excessive as some people I hear about now. Okay, here we go. But most men and young boys do it, okay? I don't do it anymore, but I have. Okay, let me see. What are the potential benefits? We'll start with higher testosterone levels. This is what fueled the original Reddit discussion back in the day after a user shared an older study that found not ejaculating for 7 days increased testosterone levels by 45.7%. This sparked others to go a week without masturbating, some of whom went on to share other benefits of fabstinence, that's the word they used. These included mental and physical health benefits as well as spiritual awakenings and epiphanies. Now, of course, all these are subjective experiences. All right, now the 45.7% increased testosterone, I can only assume or guess, although they say only a fool assumes, that he had his testosterone levels tested. I have read other studies that it does raise your testosterone level after 7 days. Now, beyond that, I'm not sure. I've seen no research on that. Members of the Nofap community have reported experiencing a number of mental benefits, including, this is all subjective, increased happiness, boosted confidence, increased motivation and willpower, lower levels of stress and anxiety, heightened spirituality, self-acceptance, improved attitude and appreciation toward the opposite sex. Well, I've experienced some of those, but once again, those are subjective too. Appreciation toward the opposite sex. I don't know if I've experienced that. I just think of women as women. They are women, and they're different from men. I appreciate them as I appreciate a flower or a car, a Ferrari, if they're good looking, okay? Physical benefits. Some of the physical benefits shared by no-fappers are higher energy levels. I've experienced that. Muscle growth, I haven't experienced that. I mean, I'm in good shape, but as of yet, I hadn't gained any muscle mass. I don't eat a lot, though. Better sleep. I haven't experienced that. Improved focus and concentration. I have experienced that. Better physical performance and stamina. I've always had good physical performance and stamina. Improved or cured erectile dysfunction. Never had a problem with that unless I was taking, back when I used to party, we had what we call Quaaludes and Valiums. If I drank with those or took some kind of a downer, that might have a problem if I was drunk, and that happened a couple times. But if you are sitting there fapping all day watching porn, and you get so stimulated by the porn, when you're with a regular girl, it's probably not going to be exciting enough for you to get an erection. Now for me, a girl has to be really good looking and built and in shape for me to get an erection. That's just the way it is, because I've been with a lot of women, and she also has to have a certain attitude. It's not a question of whether, how do I say it? It's not something that there's something wrong with you. It's just that if a girl does not excite you, then, I mean, that's just the way it is. And you don't want to be with her. But now if you're sitting around watching porn all day, that stuff is so stimulating that when you're with a regular girl, you may not be able to get excited because you're so used to having your own hand on yourself that someone else doesn't do it for you. Now that's kind of as a result, a symptom of the addiction of, I guess you would call it fapping. So if you practice fabstinence, as they call it, you probably wouldn't have that problem. It's whatever you get used to. Improved sperm quality. I'm not sure about that. I don't know how you would test that. So, are the benefits backed by any research? Here we go. Yeah, there's a lot of anecdotal evidence within the NoFap community. Many members are happy to share the rewards they've reaped from giving up masturbation or porn. It's like anything else. Moderation. If you're doing this every day, 4, 5, 6 times a day, of course it's going to wear you out. Do push-ups 4, 5, 6 times a day. That's going to wear you out. You get more benefits from the push-ups though, okay? There may be a placebo effect at play, meaning that people join the community expecting a certain outcome and make it happen. True. This isn't a bad thing necessarily. Some people may benefit from it, and some of the strategies offered on the website valuable. Research on masturbation. Abstaining from ejaculating for a few days may increase testosterone and improve sperm quality. However, there isn't any research to back the other claims associated with not masturbating. Most experts agree that masturbation is a healthy and integral part of normal sexual development. Yeah, who are the experts, I wonder? There's other experts in other parts of the world that think that that is not a healthy part of. I think it's normal and natural for a person to experiment with themselves. But if you're doing that crap every day, instead of going out there and chasing your vision, your purpose, and making yourself available to women, and if you see a pretty woman, walk up to her and approach her because you want to, then if you're not doing that because you're sitting around watching porn on the internet and fapping all day, then you got a problem. Okay, research shows that masturbation in childhood and adolescence among females is associated with a healthy self-image and positive sexual experiences later in life. Well, I don't know about that. Maybe, who knows? We always have experts. 50 years from now, the experts may say something different. And 50 years earlier, they would have said there was something wrong with that. Think about that. Okay, some more physical and mental health benefits that have been linked to masturbation include improved mood, better sleep, stress and tension relief from menstrual cramps, lower risk of prostate cancer. Research is ongoing. So that means they're not sure about that. The problem with statistics, I mean, I go by statistics also, but the problem with them is they can be manipulated. It depends which groups you talk to. If you just do statistics of people's health in the United States, I mean, our health is pretty horrendous here. Most of us are fat. We're 2/3 of the population is overweight or obese. There you go. That's not healthy. I don't care what they want to say about this body consciousness or acceptance or beauty or whatever. If you're overweight, it's not healthy. I mean, that's just the way it is. A little weight doesn't hurt you, but if you're overweight, it's causing problems. Your knees are sore. You're dragging around all day because you're too heavy. That's a problem. I've been heavy before. I weigh 154 right now. I got up to 184 once. And that's, what, 30 pounds? Yeah, that's tough, man. I struggle with that weight. I understand how that is if you're overweight. But you just have to get up and go to the gym or start walking, running, do whatever you can do. You don't feel good about yourself either. I don't care what people try to tell. Oh, accept yourself. Yeah, accept yourself how you are now, but then do something about it so you can feel better about yourself. And then people will feel better about you. If you don't feel good about yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you don't appreciate and think you look good, guess what? Nobody else is going to. Think about that. Okay, pornography research. While there isn't as much research around pornography, some evidence points to it having potential benefits. Maybe. I've watched it. I'm not going to say I never have. It's pretty exciting, and I can see where someone would get addicted to it, but I don't watch much of it. It doesn't do much for me. If I can't touch the person and be with them, I really don't. It's just not for me. Interestingly, many of the benefits of porn noted in one such study are a lot of the same ones Nofappers report experiencing after giving up porn. Interesting. Male and female participants in the study reported that hardcore pornography was beneficial to their sex lives and perceptions and attitudes towards sex, members of the opposite sex, and life in general. And the more they watched, the stronger the benefits. Like I said, moderation in all things. What about semen retention? First, let's make it clear that semen retention and Nofap aren't the same thing, even though you often see it used in the same context on online forums. Semen retention is a practice of avoiding ejaculation. It's also called coitus, I lost my place, reservatus, and seminal conservation. It's a technique people often use in tantric sex. The key difference between semen retention and Nofap is that you can avoid ejaculation while still enjoying sexual activity and orgasm. I have studied that. I have never figured that out yet, how they can still enjoy sexual activity and orgasm. That's right, you can indeed have one without the other, though it may take some practice. I have had sex and just really enjoyed the sex and didn't want to orgasm because I was enjoying the sex so much. And I have had sex and not orgasmed at all and enjoyed the sex immensely. But they talk on some of these forums about orgasm. I don't know what I consider an orgasm when my semen comes out of my penis, of course, after having sex. But they may have a different idea. I haven't quite figured that out yet. A body orgasm, I'm not sure what they call it. But to me, sometimes it's like, look, either practice semen retention or you don't. Okay, you can have sex if you don't ejaculate. Okay, that's practicing semen retention. Okay. People believe it offers many of the same spiritual, mental, and physical benefits as Nofap. Okay, so semen retention requires some serious muscle control and learning to flex your pelvic muscles just before ejaculation. You practice semen retention on your own or with a partner. Kegel exercises and other pelvic floor exercises can help you master it. Okay, are there any risks? Partaking in Nofap is unlikely to cause any harm, but it does mean you'll miss out on many of the proven benefits of masturbation, sex, orgasms, and ejaculation. what are the benefits? I mean, I've had a lot of sex with a lot of women, and I've masturbated too, a lot when I was younger. The only benefits I see, at least from having sex, is I got some great kids. I get some temporary pleasure from orgasming, of course, but I guess that's all subjective too, really. I don't know what the benefits they would be talking about would be. Also, Nofap isn't a substitute for medical care. Trying it instead of seeking professional help could prevent you from getting the treatment you need. Okay, everybody wants to go to professional help. I'm telling you what. Doctor. Well, at least they didn't say healthcare provider. We used to go see a doctor. Now you have a healthcare provider. Like you can't provide for your own health. Most of the reasons you have to go to the doctor, or myself included, is because I hadn't taken care of myself. Okay? Most people my age have bottles of medicines. I don't. Am I lucky? I don't think so. I think I've taken care of myself, even though I partied a lot when I was younger. I smoked cigarettes too. Okay, when to see a doctor. If you're concerned that you're experiencing any kind of sexual dysfunction, including issues around erections, ejaculation, and libido, see a healthcare provider. Here we are, see a healthcare provider. Well, I go to doctors. I broke my shoulder, I went to a doctor. I take the kids to the doctor if they have a problem. I'm not anti-doctor. But why don't you first look within yourself? Find out what it is that you may be doing that may be causing some of these things. What are your eating habits? What are your sleeping habits? Are you exercising? Are you in shape? Are you exercising your brain? Are you reading? Are you doing things to improve your overall mental, physical, and spiritual health and emotional health? Why don't you try that instead of going to a doctor? Because doctors, first, if you want to see a doctor, go right ahead. I'm not telling you not to go to a doctor. Heaven forbid I would do that. I go to doctors, like I said. But first, look within yourself, because when you go to a doctor, they usually just treat the symptoms. They'll give you a pill or some medicine, and they're doing the best they know. But if you can take care of that yourself, try that first. If that doesn't work, go to a doctor. I've taken medicine. I'm not saying that, and I'm not anti-medicine, so I'm not telling you that. Just look within yourself, because more than likely you can figure out what it is you're doing that is bringing on some of these problems you're having. Are you in a bad relationship that you need to get out of? Are you working in a place you hate? Are you doing what you love, or are you doing what you hate? Every day you get up, you don't want to go to work. I don't have hump day Wednesday. I don't have thank God it's Friday. Every day is the same for me. I enjoy every day. I don't look forward to the end of the week unless I got something going on. I want to travel for the weekend. Okay? But I enjoy my days every day. And you can too. Okay, I'm going to stop on that. Smash the like button, subscribe, share this with a friend. And if you'd like to get my help personally, Mark's Inspirational Guidance at gmail.com. Have a great day. I got to go to work. See ya.